Good evening. Welcome to Fantastic Dimensions. This is session 14 of A Pound of Flesh. So, we will pretty much pick up right where we left off. You guys had made the jump to Taurus 70, automatically programmed with the ship's computer, since your android is um, non-functional, to say the least. um, so, before we go into coming out of the jump and waking up from your cryo, your kind of self-induced pre-programmed cryo, Captain Albright has to level up, correct?
Correct. I'll just go ahead and say what it is.
What, for leveling up?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we go with the major improvements, so stats or saves.
Stats, is it say no saves, fear and body.
Okay, so
For
they each
each.
go up by
Yeah.
4. Yep. And
Yeah.
you get a minor improvement, so you can either gain a resolve, remove a phobia or
Um,
addiction, or heal all stress.
cleared stress.
Okay. And then you get 2 skill points.
2 skills added to the one I've banked, and I'll take command finally.
Ah, okay. Got you. You have command connected through tactics, is that correct?
Yeah, true tactic.
Nice. Excellent. Very good. Okay. Anything else? Anybody else got any mechanical bookkeeping we need to do? Let's do a quick status check. So Albright, you're currently you've healed all stress, so you're at 0 stress.
Yep.
And I assume because that's still your minimum is 0, right? Your minimum hasn't been increased at any point. No.
No, it's 0 now.
All right,
Yeah.
cool. So you're at 0, and you have all your hit points, right? You're not hurt.
All hit points. Yeah.
13, you have what, 5 hit points, and you're frozen in
Correct.
engineering.
Correct.
Okay. Dr. Velke.
Mm-hmm.
How many? Was he injured at all or no? Actually.
No, I was not injured. I've got my 40 hit points, which is my max after my last level up, which brought my strength to 20.
Jesus.
And oh, actually, maybe I did get hit. Why would I?
Did you
I
get
might
hit?
have gotten hit.
Yeah.
I'm looking at 31 health on my sheet here.
I think you were.
So maybe I did get hit. I don't remember getting hit. I definitely took some stress. I have 3 points of stress.
Okay.
But yeah,
So
I'll go with
so you're
what you
not
bring
bad.
up.
You're not badly wounded, but you're banged up a bit.
No.
We
Yeah.
have a handful of doctors, and I'm assuming somebody could assault to your wounds before we got underway.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but that still requires proper resting time for him to
Fair
heal.
enough.
So,
Right.
Lieutenant Colonel LaRue, what was your hit point and stress level looking like?
I have 9 stress, and I am at half health at 30.
Okay.
I got zapped by a laser.
Just one?
Well, a couple.
Couple. Okay. I couldn't remember if it was more than one or not. And Chief Porter?
So I'm at 44 out of 94 health.
Okay, yeah, you're cut up.
And 12 stress.
Oof, and you're stressed. Okay, cool. Got it. Excellent. While the ship is in the warp, because you'll be in the warp for, I think it was jump 2, right? Was it 2 days? I think it was. Android 14.
Yes.
You are activated, fully uploaded into the waiting sleeve. All diagnostics have checked out, run through. Full, backed up memory core has been updated, installed, etc. If you check your chronometer, Android 13 basically sent the deactivation signal 37 minutes ago. The ship has been in jump for about 36.5 minutes.
The first thing that Naked Android 14 will do is go check on the passengers who are in the crew who is in cryo who may or may not have been properly stored, and he'll go
Correct.
verify their status.
Let's do a full status check here, gentlemen. So, sorry, Mark wasn't able to join us, unfortunately today. But I do believe Exo Svalbard. I don't think he was injured, or if he was, he wasn't injured too badly, if I recall correctly. Does anybody remember differently?
I don't believe he was injured very much either. I think he was mostly on the ship, and he had no interaction with the GUI.
That's right.
Yeah.
Captain Albright is uninjured. What's your stress looking like? Oh, it's clear. That's right. Dr. Velke is suffering from what, normal levels of stress and has a slight injury. Does that sound right, Bob? I don't remember if I asked your stress. You weren't too bad on stress, right, Dr. Velke?
Sorry, I was muted. It was a 3.
Right. Cool. Okay. Yeah. So Velke is just slightly injured, but nothing severe. Lieutenant Colonel LaRue and Chief Porter are both more seriously injured and are both suffering from much higher levels of stress. And then there is also one more mercenary. That was Vasily Thulin. He's uninjured, if I recall correctly. Yeah, he's uninjured. Normal levels of stress. That's all you have in cryo, right? Because everybody else is in the hold.
Correct.
Got it. Did you bring back the bodies of all your dead Marines? Did you leave them?
We only brought the stuff back that was salvageable. We gave them a proper Marine burial by sinking space station into the atmosphere.
Fair enough. So everybody's showing good cryo signs. Everything is stable in that sense. It's pre-programmed to release them from cryo 15 minutes after the jump is finished.
Very well. What's the status of pressurization in the port engineering?
It is depressurized and exposed. Heavily damaged. Extremely volatile conditions at the moment.
And he's going to check the jump to see where we're headed to.
Taurus 70.
Very good.
Or space thereabouts. Obviously jumping straight to Taurus 70, but jumping into that system.
Has a message been prepared for Taurus?
A message?
Right.
I don't know, Captain Albright. Was a message prepared? No, probably not, because they're going to come out of cryo and then they're going to have to fly the ship in.
Android 14 will prepare a message in case things go to shit. He can just press a button and auto sends for like a Mayday ship in distress, just in case things go bad.
Gotcha.
When they reappear.
No problem.
And then he will go check on the hydroponics and then wait.
Okay. Well, you have a couple of days, so you have a couple of days. You're an android. I mean, you could pretty much build up the hydroponics if you want. Spend a couple of days working away at it. Yeah, setting up the lab.
He's gonna check if it's gonna be that long. He's gonna check the monitors and see what the status of the port engineering is, and if it's viable for him to suit up and head in there.
Not during the jump.
Very good.
If you're bringing the ship out of if you bring the jump engines offline, basically, bring the ship back down to a normal thruster speed.
Well,
then you could.
Yeah, after it comes out of warp, they'll have 15 minutes before they're woke up, correct?
Correct.
Yeah, well, he'll just wait it out. He'll go on about his duties and check all the rest of the ship out, make sure there aren't any issues. And then once Hydro's done, he'll just go on about his daily routine.
Okay. Would you have a hydroponic skill of some sort, right?
Correct. Well, he's got botany. Maybe let's see which one he's got. He's got I don't know which one has he got. He's got hydroponics. We're building up the botany,
Cool.
and
Yeah,
he's
no
got
problem.
jury rigging. If
Yeah.
that helps at all.
Yeah, no worries. You've got a couple of days to work on it, so you can set it up as you wish in the cargo hold area. Of course, you'll see what else is in the cargo hold. You probably are already aware. You've got four corpses, sorry. You have Astrid, Billy Blood, Mustang Sally, and Captain Blackheart. You have a strange polygonal frozen log of poo,
Right.
human feces.
Yep.
What is this written? Oh,
The
you have
bog log.
Oh no, sorry, I need to scratch this off. Sorry, you no longer have 4V. Sorry, it was still written down on my sheet.
Nope.
4V is gone. You've got 83 Dyson Orchids, a bunch of drugs, mostly Bitfrost, and some Rocket Hammer.
Correct.
Um, a bunch of computer hardware components,
Right.
a vending machine, a used sex bot, not a sex doll, but a sex machine, a sex robot, sex android, basically,
Now the 49 sex robots and all that were on the other ship that we never got to, right?
and 2 arcade games. Say again?
Yeah.
Did we get the 49 sex robots or no?
No.
All right, very
You
good.
just got this one, the one used one.
Well, in that time period, then Android 14 will go ahead and clean up that robot.
The sex bot?
Sure.
Okay. Do you want to activate it?
No.
Okay.
Oh, come on. You gotta.
Nope.
Make Ian play a sex bot. Do it for me, John.
With safety in mind, Android 14 ship servitor always puts the ship first, crew second, and
Do you want
knowing that
to
the last
examine its
robot had
logic core?
I-beam. Yeah, the I-beam shot through the fucking ship, so he's not
Yeah.
going to take a chance that this
Fair.
is an aggressive
I didn't
assassin
think
bot
that.
pretending to be one.
You want to check
I
the
didn't think
status of its
13 was a
logic
go.
core?
Yeah, if he can do a non-invasive sort of data check to see what's actually going on inside
Do
that
you have
robot brain.
cybernetics or artificial intelligence?
He has a jury rigging, about to go to cybernetics, and a really high intellect, and computers, and hacking.
All right, let's give me a hacking roll.
All right, hacking. 46, well under what he needed.
Okay. Yeah, it's very basic. Um, it's kind of hard to even call it an artificial intelligence. It's basically just programmed for sexual pleasure. It doesn't really have any. It has a very basic pre-programmed personality, and you know, so it's not an android
Hmm.
anywhere to the level of yourself as a synthetic human. This is still fair to call this thing pretty much a robot.
Does it have a master reset?
Oh, yeah, of
So
course.
in case somebody had programmed it to kill, he could master
Yeah,
reset
of
it
course.
back to
That'd be
normal.
probably pretty standard for androids and robots and such. I'm sure
He
you
will
have
do
one
the
too.
big. Yeah, it's a secret spot though that he won't tell anyone. So he's going to do the master reboot.
Okay. Yeah, give me a computers roll.
Not hacking, you just want computers.
Yep, just computers.
A 07.
Okay. Yep. You reboot it. It comes online.
He's going to compare the current data stream coming off of it with what he had before to see if it's the same or if it's been noticeably different. He's going to compare the two diagnostics.
Oh, like as if it had been programmed differently before.
Right.
Gotcha. No, it seems very much the same, and it immediately begins like coming on to you and offering to pleasure you.
Very well then.
She introduces herself as Sandy.
Andy. Andy, I am Android 14, and I do not have genitals for you to pleasure. Sorry to say.
So she just offers to give you a massage.
Perhaps you could put your skills better at use to working in the hydroponics.
Okay. You gonna set her loose in the hydroponics.
Nope, he's going to give her specific tasks,
Okay.
moving crates and such. It would pleasure Android 14 very much if you would move this box over to here. It feels so good. He'll use positive reinforcement to get the robot functional, and he's going to observe it to see if it's doing what it's supposed to do.
It seems confused. And it basically goes and sits on one of the crates and puts itself into a sleep mode.
Very well, then.
It's not really built for manual labor of that sort.
That's fine. He will leave a camera monitoring it at all times.
Okay.
And then he'll eat up the rest of the time during doing duties and so forth. And he will initiate a certificate of completion and acceptance for Captain Albright, noting that he had completed all of the requisite requirements to become a captain.
All right.
So he's
enough.
no longer probational captain. He is officially the authorized captain of the Zero Credibility.
All right. So when it comes time to come out of the warp, then what are you gonna do?
The first thing he would do is where's our other doctor?
Which other doctor?
Oh, it's Captain. Oh, stupid. I was looking for the other captain or the other doctor. He's going to wake up Dr. Albright first because the
Okay.
doctor always gets woke up first.
Okay.
Doctor, once you have secured yourself and you are viable, I would like to welcome you as the ship's authorized captain. I noted that all of your requirements are completed and the probation is complete. Captain, my captain.
Thank you very much. 14?
Yes.
Um,
Android 13 is no more.
but
He gave his life for the service of the ship, captain and crew.
you did. But you remember everything that happened, though, right? You.
As if it was yesterday. Wink.
It was
Oh,
actually 2 days ago, but yeah, pretty close.
Exactly.
okay, so all right, nods and also gives kind of an awkward wink. Um, thank you, 14.
And of course, I imagine then you wake up the XO,
Correct.
who wants to immediately start.
Have his drink.
Yeah, have his drink. It's vodka, right, for XO Svalbard.
Yeah, I think it was straight vodka.
Yep, straight vodka, and then he wants to get to work on seeing what he can do to basically seal up engineering to the point where you can at least use the opposite, the starboard engineering. Maybe you could just close off the port side, yeah.
Yeah, the way that I had drawn it, they are two separate sections.
That makes
but yeah,
sense. Yeah, that makes
yeah,
sense.
they have a hallway between them.
Still, he wants to immediately get to work on. He's got a lot of technical stuff to work on.
Android
Because
14
Mark couldn't be here anyway. So.
will accompany him.
Oh, great. Okay. So everybody else wakes up on their own. Dr. Velke, Lieutenant Colonel LaRue, Chief Porter, you'll all wake up about now, just as Captain Albright's probably suiting up. 14 is now absent, as is Exo Svalbard.
Normally there's coffee.
There is coffee.
Ah! Were you here the whole time? I did not notice you, 13.
14.
It's not
14
13.
left the coffee behind.
Oh. My deepest condolences for your predecessor. And then Velky takes the coffee.
Yeah, I'll go to the bridge and I guess see where we are.
Remy and Vince, where were they going to go?
I'll probably go to the bridge as well after I add a little whiskey to some coffee and pound it.
Mm.
Grumbling under my breath about how many androids are on the ship, and then follow the captain to the bridge. And when we get there, I'll stand like just behind him, kind of at attention. Though wincing in pain, considering have some serious laser burns. Uh, but I'm curious as to where we are, what we're gonna do to fix this ship, and where can we get some better mercenaries.
And I'm probably going to start making a sweep of the weapons systems.
Okay.
I guess I'm gonna help Svalbard build his new robot friend and make him smart this time.
Okay. So when it comes time to approach Taurus 70 station, Captain Albright,
Mm-hmm.
let me see here. Let me pull up my notes. What do we have here about Taurus 70? Station manager's name is Oktrev. Ship designer, the famous ship designer's name is Engstrom. And you have an appointment to meet him in a couple of days, I think. They have dry dock, ship refitting stations, and yeah, Engstrom himself, of course, is a famous shipwright. So give me a percentile roll, please, Barry.
29.
Okay, good. So everything is otherwise fine on the station. They are selling fuel and offering all normal, space station services.
Excellent. Let's, I guess, hail them and request docking.
Yeah, it's permissions
Try and
granted, so they'll give you a berth station basically where you have to kind of moor up.
and who do we speak to, I guess, about these repairs?
That would be station manager Oktrev.
Okay.
He'll come on the communications if you want to talk to him directly. This is station manager Oktrev. Captain Albright, go ahead.
We've got some serious damage. We're wondering if we could get a crew to help our chief engineer get things back in shape.
Yeah. Repair crews are available. Give me another. Just give me a D10.
3.
3. Okay, cool. Got it. Yep. Repair crews are available. And fuel, of course, as well, if you need fuel, anything of that sort.
I don't know what we are with fuel.
We are low on rations. I'm afraid we don't have any galley supplies.
Well, with fuel, I think we're still okay for food
For fuel,
ourselves.
at the moment, you're down to 14 out of max 20.
Yeah, sure, we'll refuel as well. But we're okay for the galley, right?
Your galley is, still pretty sufficiently stocked.
Okay, so we refuel, we get a repair crew, and just confirm that we still have that appointment when the appointment with the shipwright is. Although we have to figure out what we actually want them to do.
You meeting
Any
with the shipwright, you
thoughts?
mean? The one in a couple of
Yeah,
days? Yeah.
yeah,
I suppose the
yeah,
first thing you probably want to do is get docked up and probably seek some medical attention. Also, didn't you want to
yeah.
do something about the frozen icicle android corpse in engineering?
Yeah, we probably need to get that
That's where Android
sorted
14.
out. Is that something that I don't know the etiquette? Is that something that Android 14 would generally take care of itself, or
Yeah,
We
what do you
should
do about a
destroy
14?
funeral.
What do you do about a
should
14?
we hold some sort of
Captain,
ceremony? 14?
Captain, I would like to note in the logs that I activated and cleaned up the the pleasure robot to make sure that it wasn't corrupted with some sort of divergent code. It is currently in the cargo hold.
Oh, excellent! And have you looked into maybe um, combining it with the other Android that we retrieved?
Which Android was that, Captain?
The Blackheart's Android, the little one.
It was a malignant assassin droid. I jettisoned it off the ship and sent it into the atmosphere.
Ah, okay. Yes, there's nothing to be done about that. Well,
14 will go peel 13 out of the foam.
Yeah,
so looking at, I guess, Rue and Porter. I don't know if Porter's around. Is he in? No, he's not. He headed off
He's
somewhere else.
checking
he's
the
around. He was making sure the
weapons
weapon
systems,
systems are.
Captain.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's still on the bridge, right?
Oh yeah.
Um,
He's,
is that a manual thing? I would have thought that was kind of a diagnostic thing that you do.
the railgun needs to be is best done manually. I mean, yeah, there is a
Okay,
diagnostic, but you wanna. It requires manual care as well.
okay,
That's probably where he is up in there.
okay.
And
Well,
it did get a lot of use.
it did, yeah. That was very useful. Could we see about making sure we have plenty of ammunition for the railgun going forward?
Yeah, unfortunately, they
Um,
don't sell that here at Taurus 70.
oh, okay. Other than that, um, where would LaRue get medical assistance? I guess they've got some sort of
Oh yeah,
medical facility.
of course it will. Yeah.
Okay,
14.
cool.
So you peel the foam casing and all that whatever off around the corpse of 13. Um, 13 is primarily offline. The logical core is still in place. However, once you scan it, it activates the automatic, what would you call it? Kind of like self-destruct protocol, in which basically now that it knows that your logic core is activated, you have all the updated and full memories. It'll just basically fry out all the internal Android stuff, and it'll just be basically a husk.
Prior to that very moment, 14 will come face to face with 13 and give it the traditional Android farewell and greeting to Hung Guy. He's going to put forehead to forehead and breathe his breath, catch his last breath, and send him on his way.
Excellent. So it is done. And then at that point, you see the kind of life drain from its eyes as all the internal, the veins and all the synapses and everything, if you will, of the android biology um, fry themselves. It just becomes a shell. A very badly damaged shell, by the way. You're probably going to need to get a new sleeve for the manufacture of 15.
Correct.
Again, that's not available on Taurus 70, but it is available at Prospero Stream.
It is on the list of things to accomplish once we get there.
So how long will these repairs take?
That's a good question. The repairs, let me double check. Repairs take 1 day per. Yeah, it'll take a day
Good day.
with a full team. Yep.
So do we want to hang around here for like for that meeting with the shipwright if we've nothing
I mean, you
definite
just
to
have to hang
do?
around. Like, pretty much, you're gonna be here anyway, right?
Yeah, okay.
So, in fact, you had to do a 2 day jump away. In fact, no, probably today is the day of that meeting.
Okay.
Why don't you
Yeah.
roll percentile for me, Captain Albright?
12.
12. Yeah, that
Yep.
meeting is due to happen in 2 hours.
Well, I guess it'll be, unless anyone has any suggestions, we'll do it speculatively and see if he has any suggestions.
Okay. Um, so
Uh,
as you dock
I was going to
with
recommend.
Taurus 70, sorry, go ahead, Matt.
Yeah, sorry. I was going to recommend maybe speed. I think we talked about last time, or maybe a session or so ago. Extra hull for armor, or whatnot, would be impractical. But maybe if we can make the ship faster, uh, that might be a better defense. It will be kind of like a glass cannon type of ship. That would be my suggestion as I head towards the medical facilities.
That does make sense. Um, so, I mean, is there two? I guess there's two different types of speed, right? There's like jump speed. Can that be changed? And then there's, I guess, the thruster speed or whatever.
Let me see here. How is speed totaled up on here?
You'd expect
Ship
one kind of
stats. There's
speed to.
speed.
I guess the started speed is probably for maneuvering and combat and things like that, would it?
All right, let me see here. Your armor is really just like your armor save. Combat stat. Okay, but how do you determine what each of these is? Pay careful attention to the arrows. Okay, I gotta look at this bloody thing here. Okay, so speed is -10 from thrusters. Oh no, it's times 10. Thrusters times 10. Got it. So in order to increase your speed, you're gonna have to add more thrusters. That's what I'm seeing here.
Correct.
Are there any prerequisites for that, or is it?
Yeah. So let's see here. If we look back at here on the ship sheet. So for thrusters, adding thrusters increases the size of your hull. So it's gonna make your ship larger and heavier. However, the thrusters. What about thrusters plus what's this extra engine here? Oh yeah, got it. So that's equal to the jump drive thruster. So that will increase your engine size as well. All right, cool. So you must have one. So yeah, you'd be able, if you add more thrusters to the ship, you'll also have additional hull points then based on the size of your engines going up. You'll be able to spend more on armor as well if you really want to, I think. Of course, all this increases the frame. It'd be a lot of math involved. It'd probably require us a whole, not necessarily a whole session, but it'd require us to sit down and really pick this apart a bit, I'd say, just to make sure to do it right.
Hmm.
At the moment, you have 4 thrusters. Um, you have a level 5 engine.
I guess it's difficult to tell whether we even need it because we haven't been in a situation where we used it yet, right?
What do you mean? Sorry?
Like we haven't, had to outrun anything or, to test whether we're slow, relatively speaking.
Well, yeah, speed would come in handy for things, I guess, like dodging attacks. Would it? No, I don't know. What is speed used for in a ship?
Yeah,
Just double
but
check
I
the
mean, I
sheet
don't
here.
know how fast we are relative to other ships at the moment. So
So ship speed is just like your stat and is often used to see if the ship can dodge asteroids or escape explosions from collapsing stars, things of that sort. Oh, look at that. the armor is your armor save. It's what you roll to avoid taking damage. So if you wanted to, yeah, for defensive purposes, you want to get your armor up. Anyway.
Yeah. Okay.
Did Lieutenant Colonel LaRue and Chief Porter, anybody else want to report to a medical facility? So you're injured.
Yes.
Yes.
Seeing as your previous ship's doctor is now too busy being a captain to help you guys, you're on your own.
Well, I did
Right.
offer at the end of last session, right?
There
Can I
wasn't a lot
use
of time.
first
I
aid?
suppose there
Can I
wasn't a lot
use
of time.
first aid?
Android
I mean,
14, Android 14 MD is available.
Android 14 MD.
So basically, in order to heal, you need to rest for at least 6 hours so your body can attempt to heal your wounds. Yeah, MedBay Center can give you advantage on the save. So doing so in a medical thing will give you an advantage on this body save. All right. And for each day you do this, you make the body save, and if successful, you heal health equal to the amount you succeeded by. Critical success
I'll
doubles the
never
amount.
heal.
A critical failure actually worsens you and makes you lose health.
I'll never heal.
Why? What's
My
your
body
body
save is
save?
25.
Yeah, you're rolling with advantage.
But I'm rolling with advantage, but I have less than a 25% chance to get anything that matters.
Well, you have
That's
a 25%
wild.
chance, but you're rolling twice, so that
Well,
changes
if
those
if I
statistics a little bit.
yeah, that's wild. I'll give that a shot. We'll see what I
It's
come up
really
with.
more like a 45% chance if you're rolling with advantage.
Again, but also you have to keep in mind that there is it's not just a pass fail
Now,
to gradient of success.
they could also give you, what were those things called? Stim packs, etc.
Hmm.
They might give you a stim pack as well.
Are those expensive or addictive? Which one?
They're addictive, and
Hmm.
they're not cheap either. What are they? They're 600 credits
Good.
for 6 of them.
what's
Oh,
600
what's
credits a piece.
what's the auto med? I mean, that's
The Auto Med is a nanotech pill that assists your body in repairing damage, gives you a plus 10% to body saves, meant to repel disease or poison, as well as attempts to heal. So there you go. So give you plus 10% on that. So bring you up to 35. Yeah, Auto Med makes sense. Those are nanotech pills, and they don't.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, they don't.
Do we
I've
just
got
have
I've got
those?
So they
6
give
of
those to you
those.
at the
So
hospital if you go there.
okay.
Cool. Yeah, I'll go there. I'll get that, and then I rolled a 66, but also 27, so that extra 10% gets me good. That's 7 points of healing. That's solid.
8 points, isn't it? You rolled a 27 under 35.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, you're right. 8.
So you heal 8 points.
Cool. That
Lieutenant
did
Colonel
work out.
LaRue and Chief Porter, do you guys want to roll yours? You can also have the auto med, so they'll give you plus 10% to your body saves.
Rolled a 2.
You say plus 10.
So with a body, well, that would be
And yeah, you
40.
have
Well, yeah.
and you have advantage as well in this roll. So it's body save plus 10% with advantage. And you rolled a 2, LaRue. What's your body save at with
Yeah.
plus 10?
Well, with the plus 10 would be 45. So
So you
I'm
heal
back up to full
43.
health.
There you go.
I got a 35 and a 001.
Okay, a 0-1 would be your lowest roll. So 0-1 under, you have a
Uh,
35 body save?
I've got a 34 body save plus 10, so it's 1 out of 44.
So you heal 43 points.
Woohoo!
Okay. But that's going to require you spending the night in the hospital, basically.
That's fine.
Okay, so that takes us to Captain Albright. You're going to meet with the shipwright. You're on your own. Dr. Velke, Chief Porter, Lieutenant Colonel LaRue are in the hospital. Exos Valbard is too busy overseeing repairs. Android 14 is available, I believe.
Correct.
Always looking to serve.
Yeah, I think the Android 14 be the right choice anyway, right? He's part of the ship.
Is part of the ship, correct?
So, what are your thoughts on improvements to zero critical?
To be honest, we brought gunners on board to fire the gun with accuracy, which, to be completely honest, Captain, was not satisfied with the end results. So if we can improve accuracy in some way, perhaps like micro missile target beacons or laser sighting or something along those lines. Because I don't suspect we want to be shooting the guns often, but when we do need them, we want them to hit more than miss.
That's a very good point. Let's see what he has on off
The
there.
whole point of being a glass cannon is that we actually have a cannon that hits.
You could just pretend there were warning shots again.
Right.
Anyway, let's see what he has to say.
But other than that, just looking forward to expanding the hydroponics. But other than that, no.
But maybe there's something we could do to that. Is that something that falls under the remit of a shipwright? No, it's more.
Of course, the hydroponics are being expanded for the ship's purposes as a backup, life support, and nutritional.
In fairness, the way hydroponics is currently set up, it's not a separate room. It's just a corner of the cargo hold.
Correct.
But if you wanted to set it up like a full separate lab with its own doors and all that, you could do that. That would be fall under upgrades on the, per the rules.
Do you think
So, I
that
mean,
I have the numbers for work being done on Prospero's Dream from all my research. Would we be able to negotiate a better deal at this remote location for them to build a small section as an upgrade, or should we take it to Prospero's Dream? Think we get a better deal here since they're looking for work?
No, I think you'd probably get a better deal at Prospero's Dream.
In the meantime,
Although you
Andrew
might not
14,
have as skilled of workers doing the work.
well, let's do that. Let's look at paying a little bit extra to get quality work done, and at the same time, see if there's some sort of arrangements we can make for any cargo needs that the Taurus station might require. Plus, we'll let them know on the side note, speaking just to the captain, that we do have those other drugs, the Bitfrost and the Rocket Hammer, that we can negotiate with.
who was it we sold the Psychorax to the last time? It was through the station manager, was it?
Yeah, I don't think it was a big deal. As
Yeah.
long as it goes, as long as we go
Was that
through the right
here?
channel.
Did you do that here at Course 70?
Yeah, we did.
Right.
Yeah, we
So it'd
got-
be the same station manager octave.
Yeah, we'll just let them know that we have something different, and a variety is the spice of life, after all. And see if we can negotiate a good deal for a lab, and then another one like direct. Well, maybe another one directly across, two separate ones in case something goes wrong with one. We still have the other.
You mean another hydroponics?
Yeah, directly across from where the one is right now.
Oh,
That way, if something gets in there or something fails, we still have the other one. Each one of those cubes is enough life support for 2 people.
John, on the schematic purposes, how many squares would those take up each?
I believe that I have it all written down from before. I was going to note all of the squares on there, but it wasn't mentioned, so I didn't bring it up. While you go on with somebody else, I'll pull the data up.
I believe that's 1 square that you
I,
have
I
there,
want to say that
approximately. I mean, it looks a little bit off in size, but it's about 1 square, like the 2 labs that you have up on the other side of
yeah,
the cargo hold.
I believe it was. I want to say each lab was each thing is 1 cube. So I think the hydroponics was just one cube. Each cube was for two people, so it is 1 cube. And I believe it was 18 cubes of cargo is what we had on the top, and then I want to say like 10 down below. I'm looking for my worksheet.
Yeah, you were somewhere around there. I have it here, don't I? Cargo hold total was 30, but you have the brig, you have the slick bay down below, and the secret cargo hold. That makes about sense to me. Yeah, about 18 and 10.
Yeah, I think it was 18 and 10. So each one of the hydroponics cubes allowed for two
So I'll take it
people
down
to
to
have.
16 and 10.
Right. I guess. Are we putting in 3 hydroponics or 2?
2, I
Because
assume, right?
yeah, it would take it to 16, correct.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
I
know.
was thinking. That's
I know.
16.
Okay.
16 legal.
The reason I ask how many squares they take up is because that's how, based on the pricing, for
Yes, absolutely.
modifications, repairs, etc.
Yes.
All right, cool. So to get those 2 labs set up that way, here at Taurus 70, they could do it. It will cost you 26 million credits,
Jesus Christ.
and
We're
it
gonna
would
pass.
take 2 weeks,
Yeah, we're gonna
I believe.
pass.
Yeah, that's a bit too
It's
much.
not necessary. I'll just
The
leave it open.
repairs are going to cost you 260,000 credits.
Easy. Got it.
And then fuel as well, right?
Oh yes, fuel. Where's the cost for fuel? I should actually have this memorized by now, you would think. Refueling. Okay, that's standard. Okay. How many units do you need? You were down to
6.
6.
Yeah, we're down to 14.
They're charging 13,000 credits per core. Pull it up.
Is that around the same as Prospero?
13 times, oh, sorry, not 13. Clear. Well, it is basically 13,000 times 6 cores. So that'll be 78,000 credits for the fuel. Plus, I say 260,000 for the repairs.
Yeah.
So that's up to 338,000. Medical treatment for your 3 crew members.
Yeah.
It's going to be another 900 credits. So you got top of the line care. 338,900 credits you're up to so far. You also have 2 messages waiting for you, Captain Albright, on your device.
Okay.
One, double check here, is a follow-up from Core Space Corporation, saying that they've dispatched representatives to Prospero's Dream to interview you regarding the locations of the science vessel Heracles, last reported to have been in your presence at Epsilon 14 in the last month.
Okay. So they're going to be Prospero get there.
Mm-hmm. Also, you have a message from Alcor Incorporated, a legal document, complete with, of course, camera images and such of your ship firing a railgun on a ship docked at one of their space stations and actually hitting the space station instead, hitting the gas station. They are accusing you of causing damages to the station, accruing a total fine of 11.2 million credits. If not paid forthwith, then a bounty will be placed and warrants released for your lawful arrest.
So they're trying to fine us 11.2 million credits.
Mm-hmm. Yep. There is also an Alcor representative at Prospero's Dream awaiting your reply. Contact Crusher at the courts.
Contact Crusher.
That is apparently the name of the Alcor representative.
Crusher. Yeah, I think we need our own legal representative to deal with this guy. I don't think we should get involved.
Who wants to roll up the lawyer? I think there is a suit class in the
yeah,
what's that called? The zine.
I mean, isn't the legal system on Prospero's Dream trial by combat essentially? So shouldn't we be hiring like a very deadly warrior?
Hey, somebody's been paying attention.
Okay.
Yeah, what do you you think I just sit around twiddling my thumbs, dreaming of ways that xenoesotericism could become relevant? Yes, but also I pay attention.
Well, I think we should send Dr. Valky and a laser cutter in.
It is a terrible idea. I say over and over again, I do not know how to use this outside of practical application in constructing of infrastructure. And yet, things are dangerous. I shoot, it works. Not for me.
Anyway, you could just pay the fine.
Yeah, 11 million. What do you think? I'll show these messages to Jardine. And...
Well, first off, let's deal with the finances at hand, Captain. The 338.9. Well, is the station manager interested in the Bitfrost and Rocket Hammer?
That's a good question.
That is a good question. So you want to try to sell him these illicit drugs?
Well, harder in exchange for services.
Right. Either way, these are illicit drugs that he has not ordered or requested.
Correct.
Okay.
We've come across these.
So for you to try to negotiate this, Captain Albright, with Station Manager Actrev, I'm going to call it an intellect plus. I'll let you use your command skill for your,
Oh, fancy.
Nice.
Your coercive personality, as it were, at times. And also, I need
Now
to
that you're
quickly
now
look
you're
up
a pirate, Captain.
how much those drugs are worth.
Okay, so roll.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yes, 65.
Okay, it's a success, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm just going to keep this simple. Obviously, you have 300 Bitfrost and 100.
I had written down.
It was hundreds, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
Sorry, I'm going to call it.
And 300 Rocket Hammer.
So I'm going to call it. Wait, what was it? It was 3 Rocket Hammer?
Yeah, there were lots of 100s. We had 3 lots of Bitfrost and 3 lots of Rocket Hammer.
Oh, yeah, 3 of each. Okay, gotcha. Just looking. Oh, wait, there was Bitfrost. And. All right, where is the value on these? Man, where did you guys pick that up from?
That was on the station. It was on.
Yeah, the covert station.
What's it called? Nurgle Station.
It was in the med bay, wasn't it?
Yeah, the med bay. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
there was four. There was four cryo things, right?
Okay, so I
That were
don't see
converted or something.
a list of their values, so I'll compare it. I do have a list of drugs in a pound of flesh, I do believe. Back here, isn't it?
I believe you said something about Bitfrost and Rocket Hammer being insanely valuable and just,
Yeah.
incredibly useful in negotiating.
Did I say that? Is that what I said?
I think so.
Oh,
Sure.
okay. All right.
Words
Well, looking
to
at the
that
cost of these
effect.
other drugs. Okay, cool. So yeah, it's fair enough. So we'll go with that value. Now, pull up my calculator again. You got, let's say let's say 600 doses of each, so 1,200 doses.
Yeah.
They have a street value of 900,000 credits. That's street value, of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
So if you give him all the Bitfrost and Rocket Hammer, basically it'll cover the repair costs and the fuel costs.
Hmm.
You know, no need to exchange any money then.
Fair enough. We will acknowledge that they are getting the better deal, but we want to keep good relations. Captain?
Yep, agreed. I
It's
expected
a
we.
wink and a nod.
One of those is a steroid, right?
Rockhammer was a steroid and Bitfrost was the hallucinogenic.
Oh, interesting times ahead here. We should get out of here quickly.
Well, your ship's going to be being worked on for at least a day.
So that resolves our immediate bill. So now we have to look at the 11.2. I was going through all my notes and it got kind of convoluted. I know we had 4.571 million left over from the last. That was like petty cash laying around. And after paying our bills, because
This
I
was
believe,
here, right?
yeah, I believe we're caught up for, is it 6 months? We paid up for 6 months.
Don't recall.
Yeah.
I believe we're paid up for 6 months.
I have written down that you've paid off 50 million. You still owe 900 million. That's what's written on my
Okay.
sheet.
I'm seeing how many. I don't know that we have 11.2 in the built up cash that we built up. Because we had 8.6 and
We've got 20 million worth of black card or black card.
yeah, I didn't know if we were
Right.
going to sell them here or sell them at Prospero Station.
We don't have to. We don't need it until Prospero's, right?
Shouldn't.
Can we deal with it? Can we deal with the pirates here? Can we sell them off here?
No, but I mean, we do. Do we need that? We don't need to deal with the guy
I'm
with
going to
that
say
fine.
you could, but since it's not Prospero's dream, you're going to get a slightly reduced cut. You know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah, Captain, I would just go
Like
ahead
basically
and
you got to
send.
pay some kind of stupid fucking sin tax or something on the bounty. I don't
Yeah,
know,
yeah,
whatever.
Captain, I would go ahead and just we have the money. Just pay the bill, or pay whatever the retainer, the negotiating retainer fee is. I mean, I would imagine that if we committed to what 50%, then negotiate the rest of it,
Hmm.
maybe,
Okay.
or just pay the whole thing. Just call it good. But that's admitting guilt. But I guess they've already got us on video, so unless you want to try to negotiate out of it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if it is trial by combat, then maybe
Where are you
maybe
guys
not.
having this conversation, do you think?
I think we're probably having as we're walking back from the having refused the shipwright's price, right?
Mm,
Right.
okay.
So we're on our way back to the zero. Probably.
And you
Yeah,
see
I
on
just
one of
said
the augmented reality news screens, it's like kind of 3D hologram thing, an image pops up, and you can see 5 men wearing Teamsters outfits, clearly marked with the Teamsters local. I can't remember the number off the top of my head now. Back at Prospero's Dream. Shit, what was it?
looking it up.
Yeah, me too.
Stratemeyer, Jolo, Brock.
Teamsters local 32819L. These
Right.
guys look like they're in some kind of like an airlock. It looks like an industrial facility of some sort. Maybe some kind of a mining facility or some kind of storage facility. And they're blindfolded and standing with their backs to an outer airlock door. And you see 5 men pile into the airlock kind of area with them and pick up pulse rifles, or should say raise up pulse rifles. And then they shoot the men in the head.
At that point, Android 14 is going to try to screen capture it if at all possible with his data pad to see if he can get any sort of identifying numbers, like serial numbers, off of the door,
Mm-hmm.
so that it can identify where it is. Maybe.
The men with the rifles step out of the airlock chamber. You see the door close, and then the outer chamber door begins to open, and the bodies are sucked out in space.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Is there any
Actually,
caption? I mean,
And
is there any
now
caption on
a
it?
caption
Or
comes out at the bottom. Stratemeyer Syndicate begins executing hostages.
so that's of the 60 that we're
yeah,
supposed to be finding.
that's unfortunate. Back to the bill. Perhaps we could
Yeah,
just send him a note that we will be paying the bill upon arrival.
yeah. Okay, I'll compose some sort of reply to that
An
file.
apology, misunderstanding, uh, dealing with
I mean,
pirates.
yeah, pirates that were docked at your station.
Right. Imminent threat, imminent danger, that sort of thing.
Send that off to them when I get a chance.
Okay. Send them a message say that you're going to pay them upon arrival.
Yeah. Well,
You want to
I
tell
think
them when you
maybe
plan to arrive?
no, no. We'll give them maybe abroad. Within the next
Now,
week.
what about the ship, the other ship, Captain?
Yeah, that's problematic. I mean, do we
Uh, my,
know?
my my thought is to say that it was completely infested with aliens,
Whoa,
and to
maybe.
save the station, that
Hmm,
that we towed it into a sun to burn it up to prevent any infection of other corporate facilities.
yeah, and
That
perhaps
it,
that
that
we
it's
sent.
completely infested. Yeah, we could probably use some footage of the infestation from the previous ship and say it was completely infested with those critters.
Hmm. And didn't you get the didn't you get the email that we sent? No,
Who's that?
Yeah,
Oh,
something along those lines, because we did save their station.
the
So
Stager station. We thought that perhaps they'd be in contact with some sort of recognition
we take a quick
board.
bio.
okay. So you're having this conversation. Um, the other 3 are kind of spending the night recovering in the hospital, rested up. So yeah, we're gonna pass the night anyway, so we can take a bio break real quick.
Okay.
Repairs will be completed by the next day. That's right. I don't have a proper pound of flesh break screen. I should get one. I really should. Hey, it was a good deal trading the drugs for your repairs and refueling. It was a pretty clever way of liquidating those illegal assets. Now you don't have to worry about
Yeah,
getting
that
caught with them or anything either.
that worked out really well. Although the 11 million fine is not great. Honestly, if I had to describe it in a word, it'd be bad.
You're lucky it's just a repair job and not a complete refurbish upgrade type thing.
No, I'm talking about the 11. Oh wait, is the $11 million fine like to repair the damage?
Yes, yes.
Oh,
When I
gotcha.
originally did the calculation, I was thinking of construction costs,
Right.
not repair costs, but like actual
It
like
would it would
modification
have been
work.
a whole ship, wouldn't it?
It was going to be 1.12 billion credits.
Oh wow, that's more than our ship by
Yeah.
a lot.
Yes. Yes.
Fuck. Okay. That's not well, we dodged that bullet. And what is it that we destroyed again that we're being fined for? I did
It's
miss
for
that. It broke
shooting
up.
the gas station.
Oh, that was on one of the nights that I was out, wasn't it?
Was it? Yeah.
Leading up to the destruction of Nurgle Station.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah,
Oh yes,
yeah, I
Dr.
think that
Velke
was.
was giving birth to the Boglug.
I think Dr. Velke was in cryo passing the virus, which then caused the formation of the Boglog.
Something like that. Yeah.
That was the convoluted space medicine that we cooked up. Was that if you caught this version of essentially dysentery, the easiest way to fix it was like a irradiated antibiotic, and then you get popped into cryo for everything to run its course. But you make a weird polygonal shit. Dog skin? Cool. Where's her?
Yeah, I was looking at that originally. I was like, ooh, 10 million credits per hull point. You did 112 hull points worth of damage to the station.
Oh my gosh. That would have been so expensive.
And then I realized repairs only cost 100,000 per hull point, not 10 million.
Okay. Yeah, it's much better.
Yeah, knock a couple of zeros off of that number.
Yeah. Hey, so Ian, have you had any experience playing Forged in the Dark games?
I've never played Forged in the Dark.
Okay. About to run a little one-off for some friends.
What is that? Is that powered by the apocalypse or something? Or
I forget. I think Harper's Apocalypse World came first, but Blades in the Dark is a game that kind of takes a lot of notes from Powered by the Apocalypse, but I think adds a bit more crunch and sets things up in a very formulaic, cool way that really emulates the sensation of like a crew of rapscallions running a job, whether that be a heist or an escort mission or this or that. A lot of really cool mechanics, like the engagement roll, the way they do the item system is really, really cool.
gotcha.
But I've run a couple games in their Star Wars hack.
Right, I've heard of it.
Yeah, Scum and Villainy. It's good. But I'm about to run a little one-off in the original Blades in the Dark, and I don't know. I listen to people play the game and love it, but I always feel like I'm not running it right when I run that game. I don't know. Not much more I can do,
Unfortunately,
but
I have no experience with it. I can't help you. Sorry.
that's all good. Best I can do is listen to the friends at the table marry Elda Arc again and try to get my research on point.
I just picked up Band of Blades because I have a friend who raves about Blades in the Dark, and he mentioned
Oh
Band
yeah,
of
Band of
Blades, and I thought
Blades.
yeah, it sounded like a cool premise. And I have to be honest, I got like 20, 30 pages into the rule book, and I had to put it down because I was kind of getting lost in the minutia. um,
Interesting.
but it's an interesting concept. Like the players play like the command of this army, and they
Yeah,
have to make it like meta determinations as to like what they're gonna do in the game world, and then the missions that the game master generates or whatever. The players then play soldiers that they've plucked, that their command have plucked out of the ranks to go on these missions. So there's like a whole bunch of stuff that the players have to do. Um, it's an interesting
interesting.
concept. Yeah, you just lost a major battle and you're basically you're fighting your way back to like this citadel for a final stand in this grim dark sort of world overrun by bloated undead and pox-ridden things, and it's an interesting concept, but
Interesting.
the game, yeah, the mechanics are a little. I'm still trying to wrap my head around them. It's because it's different. It's different from any game I've ever played.
Yeah, it seems
But
like it takes a really unique twist on the Forged in the Dark system. Like I've read all of Blades in the Dark, and I know that it's slightly more complex than the Scum and Villainy hack. Yeah, the Scum and Villainy hack is very much like a pared down Blades in the Dark, but this seems like another beast entirely.
yeah,
Interesting.
yeah, I've never gotten a chance to play Blades in the Dark, but like I said, a friend of mine just raves about it. He loves it.
I've played
It's
Blades
So
in the Dark.
You played it?
Yeah, yeah. It behaves very differently. Like you set out to do stuff, but then you can retcon stuff, and you'll be like, oh yeah, no, we definitely did this thing.
Yeah.
So it's very different, but it's very good.
Yeah, I liked the flashback mechanic, the engagement role, and the way that they
Yeah.
manage items. I think all three of those are very much like Occam's razor strokes of brilliance because it
Oh yeah.
makes sense. And one of the least fun things at the table at any game I play is when a bunch of very smart people try to like plan a thing in the game down to the minutia. And getting to kind of extrapolate that and hand wave some of that with the engagement role and that item system and those flashbacks, I think it works really well. But you're right. Like when I was running Scum and Villainy, it plays so different just based on its inherent structure.
Yeah, we only got a couple of sessions in, but it was very good. I did enjoy it.
Right on. I
That was
flipped for the setting of Blades in the Dark too. Like Dishonored meets Bloodborne. That's just my jam.
I'd go back and play it again.
Hell yeah.
Very, very happily go back and play it again.
I'll keep that in mind because I'm looking to run some more of that and then pick up some outside belonging games this year. That's kind of a goal of mine.
I got a copy of 10 Candles a while back, and I've not had a chance to play it yet.
I don't think I know 10 Candles.
It's set up for one shots. There are no campaigns. It's just a one shot. And it's not a survival horror. It's kind of like this is the end. How does everyone spend their final hours? Because everyone is going to die.
Huh.
Yeah, I've
That's
seen a
very
few.
cool.
I've seen a few plays of it. All right, it looks great.
Oh yeah. I've seen playthroughs on YouTube, but like I say, I've not had a chance to do it yet.
It sounds like it's got a similar framing as Trophy Dark, which is very much a game where, like, if you're playing Trophy Dark as opposed to Trophy Gold, your characters will make it to the center of the place they're journeying through and then presumably not make it out alive. That's kind of the point, is being able to describe how they succumb to their temptations or monsters.
All right. So it's the next day. You've had time to rest and sleep on. Um, sleep at night anyway. Recovering stress. Some of you definitely would probably need to do that, right?
Yep.
Let's check something here for stress relief. I believe the AutoMed also assists with that, doesn't it? Do you remember? AutoMed, where the fuck is it? 19, page 19, isn't it?
So,
No, 19 is trinket. 17, AutoMed. Yes, it does. So you guys who are in the hospital will get a plus 10% to your fear saves. So everybody roll a fear save because you all got to sleep.
Okay.
Those that are in the
Does this get
hospital.
advantage too?
No.
Okay, I do not hit it.
I got an
Okay.
8.
Rolled an
Nice.
8. What is your
I
fear
failed.
save plus
Yes.
10?
40.
40. So you beat it by 30 some points. So you recover 3 points of stress.
Cool.
Anybody else pass fear save?
Nope.
Okay, so nobody else recovers any stress. Okay. Next day, you guys are discharged from the hospital. You're pretty well healed up. Svalbard is still touching up on some things around the ship. You'll notice in the galley now, you have the 2 arcade games installed. There's 17 Vibe Shetties and Spacesuit Sam. Currently, Exo Svalbard has all the high scores. The vending machine is also set up in there. You do have that vending machine from the one that you got from, what's the name of the station? Nurgle Station?
yeah. You have the drinks, right? So
Yep.
you just throw a few credits in.
Yeah, it's like 10 credits. You want to buy a drink?
Yeah, sure. Well,
Okay. You get a caffeinary, a can of caffeinary. Doesn't matter what you select, you get a can of caffeinary.
caffeinary.
You drink it.
Well, have a look at the label first.
Yeah, it's just like a caffeinated drink.
I think I'll take out my medical scanner.
Okay, yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
Scan the
It's just a
can
drink.
first.
It's just a drink.
Just
No
remembering where it came from.
poison.
Yeah, I'll crack it open, drink it.
All right. Reduce your stress by 5 points.
What? What other drinks does it advertise? I know we will only get
It
that one
has
drink.
Astra Coke, Vodkalar, Caffeinary, Black Moon, Cosmopop, Grape Gravity, Black Cherry Cosmo, Star Bang, Fast Lightyear, Kuiper Bourbon, Pina Cluster, Sparkling Aurora, Satellite, Meteor Blitz, Velvet Radiation, Solar Sour, Red Shift, Polyakov Fizz, and Pluto Sunset.
You said Black Moon was one of those?
Does it Black Moon? What was it? Yeah, Black Moon. Yep,
I was
Black
like,
Moon.
yeah. Felky goes like, yes, that's my favorite, I
Put
guess.
10
That looks
credits
good.
in, push the Black Moon button, and a Black Cherry Cosmo pops out.
Oh, okay. Fuck it, I'm gonna drink it.
It's very refreshing. Reduce your stress by 2.
Okay. This is great. I'm glad we have this on the ship.
I'll pop in 10 credits and go for one of the bourbons that I heard.
Okay, you press the
This is not the Black Moon.
you press the Kuiper Bourbon button, and instead you get a bottle of Meteor Blitz.
I'm gonna grimace and I'll drink it.
Okay, you feel pumped, ready to fight. You have a plus 20% to combat and body for the next 30 minutes.
Oh my god.
Let's go talk to that lawyer.
This is a highly inadvisable idea, but we should do it.
You're currently still on course 70, so.
We not running away? Thought we were running away.
All right, how many was that? That was 3 drinks? 4 drinks?
That was
Three.
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 Okay.
3, yes.
What was the name of the one that Valky drank?
Caffeinary? No, Velky drank the Black Cherry Cosmo.
Okay.
You drank the caffeinary. And LaRue had a Meteor Blitz.
And what did that do? That was two
Got
effects,
him
right?
pumped up for combat. Yeah, give him plus 20% combat and body. So he's like hyped up, like just drink a fucking 6-pack of Jolt Cola.
Whoa.
But all right.
I think we should maybe, take it easy on the vending machine drinks. It's not an infinite supply. Because I just wasted that caffeinary one because I have no stress.
Oh.
No. Very good.
Sorry.
Oops. All right, so you guys could chill out for a little bit. About 30 minutes pass. Lieutenant Colonel LaRue, what's your stress?
It's at a 6 right now.
It's at 6. Okay, cool. Let me see here. I am looking for panic checks. Okay. Where's the panic check here? Did I miss something? I definitely did. It's on a different page. Weapons. Wait. Addiction. Patches. Panic and resolve. This is what I'm looking for. Panic check. Okay. So roll 2d10.
I rolled a 12.
Okay, you don't panic, and you reduce your stress by 1 point. You start to feel a little panicky, and you manage to suppress it and keep it down. I think it's just the effects of all the caffeine from the drink as the effects wear off.
Ah, okay.
Okay. You guys, what's your plan? You're gonna stick around here. Your repairs are done. You're gonna go to Prospero's Dream. You do have some bounties to collect.
Yeah, I guess we want to collect those bounties and probably pay that fine, or at least try and negotiate a lesser fine. And face the questioning of that core space representative. But that's all on Prospero, right? So
Yeah,
we have to
Prospero's
get
Dream's
more
a jump one away.
railgun. Yeah, get more railgun ammo. All that stuff. So
Yeah, you'll need to do that at Prospero's Dream as well.
yeah.
Okay, so you set course for Prospero's Dream. Android 14 is able to take care of the ship during the jump as well, of course. So it'll take you about another day when you arrive at Prosperous Dream. You'll see broadcasts of a second execution is now taking place. Day 2, Stratemeyer Syndicate, as promised, has executed 5 more prisoners. So now a total of at least 10 hostages we know, well, at least have been televised, executed, have had televised executions. Android 14, sorry. You were examining that footage, remember? Try to see if you get any identifying marks.
Correct.
Give me just give me a computers check.
Computers check it is.
Yeah.
Stand by.
Unless you have a more advanced skill that you think would apply, but
Hacking?
no, let's go with computers.
Computers it is. 10 on top of intellect for 54, so 64. 44. Success.
Okay. Oh, critical success. You're not
Yes,
able to make
44.
out any of the numbers. The image is blurred, and you realize there's some kind of a setting on the camera that causes a micro vibration, essentially, that
Uh-huh.
makes it difficult, almost impossible to read out any numbers and letters, etc.
Hmm. That sounds like something that 13 might be, or 14 might be able to duplicate. Put the vibration back into it and take the vibration out for the video. Maybe he could jury rig something up for that.
Okay. Hmm. You want to try to do something like within your own perception? Is that what you're saying, or?
No, he's going to try to set up. He's going to identify the differences, like
Mhm.
note diagnostic frequency
You're basically trying
differences.
to stabilize or something, essentially.
Yeah, exactly. Try to remove the
Hmm.
vibration.
Okay. Give me a hacking roll.
Hacking it. Ooh, hold on. 66. He's got a 54. 15 is a 60. Okay, he made it. Whew.
Okay.
Woo.
Yeah, you're able to get a number, like it's like a part number on one of the airlock doors.
Okay. Like an identifying hull number,
It's
like a VIN number kind of thing.
something like that. It identifies a specific door. Yes. Um, like looking through a database or whatever, it doesn't tell you where it goes to necessarily. But for example, if you're able to find that door, you'd definitely be able to identify it as the door in this image.
All right, so he's going to screenshot that specific thing. He's going to provide as a package, he's going to provide the video that he captured with the vibration,
Hmm.
and then with the vibration taken out to show the data. And then if they televise the second one, he's going to verify it's the same door.
I see what you're saying. Okay, cool. Yeah, I won't have to make you roll for that. Yeah, it is the same door.
And he will include that also, the second one, and then when he turns it into whoever he's going to turn it into, they'll see that they can verify that it was in fact that door if we can find it, and they may be able to know more, being that they do construction and all that. There, they might have somebody specific.
Can we tell the type of vehicle, not
Well,
station?
it was an industrial size airlock, so it's got to be of a certain type. That's what I'm saying. That the people at Prospero's might not. We're already underway, right?
Yeah, this is when you're arriving. Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
this is
yeah, yeah.
probably during the flight you're figuring this out on your own,
Yeah,
14. Yeah,
when we
but if you're
get to
talking about it
Prospero,
with that Captain Albright, then you're already arriving. Yeah.
yeah, he's probably talking to himself. 14's got a lot of stuff to unpack.
Hmm.
Anyway, he's when we get there, we'll be able to compare. Well, provide it to the ship's manager or the station manager, and they've got specialists. They might have some squirrely little
Sure.
person that is a specialist with airlock doors, and they might know something.
Okay. So as you're
We're
arriving to
providing
Prospero's
all we
Dream,
found. Yeah.
you're all arriving to Prospero's Dream. Dockmaster Loshi will answer your call for docking permission. Yes, Captain Albright, zero credibility. Yeah, you have permission to dock at 112. Get more up there. I recommend you get in quickly. We might have to shut down for a little while.
Okay, thank you, Hoshi. What's the problem?
The Teamsters, they're going on strike.
This is because of
Tempest
the
Company is having its.
executions.
I've got goddamn mercenaries down here trying to refuel freaking freighters. It's just not sustainable.
Okay, noted.
Captain,
Mercenaries.
maybe we ought to keep everybody on the ship and just do a hot jump. Just grab the whatever cargo is ready to go and leave.
Yeah. Can
With that,
we? Can we? I mean, the main cargo we want to offload is the pirates, right? Collect the bounties. That
Yeah, we need
can
to
Mm-hmm.
we
pick
do
up
that from? Can we do that from the ship, or can we get someone to
possibly,
pick them
yeah,
up?
possibly. You try.
Yeah, let's
our.
try to do.
What was the name of the cargo master? Odo or
Who?
Olaf? What the hell was his name?
Octrev, the station
Doctor.
manager at the last station
Yeah.
at Tor 70.
No, the one for Crossbow's Dream.
Loshi, the dockmaster.
Lochi's the dock master. So
Okay. Well, we'll let Loshi know that we've got information regarding the Teamsters, a minor bit of a clue, a breadcrumb, and we've got some frozen dead pirates to turn in.
Oh, look, yeah, dock at 112, and you can take care of your station business once you're station side.
Very well.
that answers that.
Yep. So we only have like one extra Marine left, right? Is that all that survived?
Correct. Yes, just the one gunner.
Wow.
Maybe we should get a few more.
Yeah, I think we should keep. Yeah, I bet you there's going to be a bunch willing to get off station.
Okay.
And
So you're gonna dock. You're gonna dock with the dock at 112, and then start seeing what you can do about collecting these pirate bounties. Yeah, putting the word
right,
out that you can
Captain.
get these.
I would recommend that no one leaves the ship. Do not grant shore leave.
Okay. Shore leave temporarily suspended.
Do you want to see the station news?
Station
Yeah,
news.
let's see it.
So number one story, of course, is the Teamsters walk off the job. Teamsters Local 32819L has declared a general strike following the second day of executions of Teamster hostages being held by the Stratemeyer Syndicate. Yandi, the basically station manager, if you want to call it that, the chief of the Novos here on Prospero's Dream, still refuses to pay any ransoms to the Stratemeyer Syndicate or yield any ground. A warrant for the arrest of Reedmar. What was his position exactly? Reedmar is the union rep, Teamsters Local 32819L, has been issued, and there is a general 20,000 credit reward available for information leading to his arrest. Also, there is an uprising in the Choke where thousands of Hunglungs, basically, they're a rebel group of people living in the Choke, in Doptown, are demanding that all O2 debt be paid off in the next 24 hours, or a series of bombings will commence. Their leader has made this this declaration, going by the name. I'm trying to remember the name of the leader now off the top of my head. Going by the name of Imogene Kane. Shows a picture of a woman wearing, typical kind of Doptown, the oxygen mask, connection, the rebreather, etc. Dressed all in white, making the demands. Big sensational kind of text above.
I wonder if there's another station we could sell our pirates at, Captain.
Yeah, I'm wondering if it's wise to dock here. I mean, the Teamsters remind me? The Teamsters actually do work around here, right?
I'm sorry, the
As
Teamsters
far
what?
they they do the general work of on the
Yeah,
docks, right?
yeah, they
So
do all of that as well. But you also know that they move all the psycho wrecks.
Yeah. So I mean,
You've done work
is the
for them.
dock even functioning at the moment? Because they've walked
Oh,
off
the
the
dock's
job.
functioning. You're docked.
We're docked. Okay.
Mhm. Yeah, I mean you're
Uh,
hooked up.
um, let's see if we can get these pirates offloaded quickly. Like as in the next hour.
All right, Captain, I will initiate that, and he'll send out the necessary alerts to whoever it is that would be interested in the pirates.
Chris, roll D100 for me.
86.
86.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, there is an interested authority here who will happily collect all 4 pirate captains: Astrid, Billy Blood, Mustang Sally, and Captain Blackheart. And I believe that comes to a total of, what was it? Do you remember what Astrid's
20,
bounty
20
was?
million for Blackheart, 2 million for Astrid, and 2 million for
Each of the others as
Yeah,
well.
it was.
20,
Yeah.
Billy
20,
Blood.
26 million.
26.
Yep,
And
26
there was
million.
also Reagan, right? A 5th one, right? Reagan.
A 5th one.
I have Ragen.
I have no idea who that even is.
I thought we only
Fair
had
enough.
4.
4 it is.
Yep. You have an interested authority ready to collect or ready to make payment uh, to just bring the bodies for transaction to the Stellar Burn. Be in a private booth in heaven.
They want us to bring the bodies to the Stellar Burn.
Yeah, you can bring them in like, well, I don't know.
Zip
How do you
bags.
want to bring them? I imagine you
Carbon.
could get like a one of those little hover lift things. You put them in a box,
Sounds very distasteful, doesn't it?
like a
Could we,
torpedo tubes maybe type thing.
Captain, could we perhaps renegotiate for another location? Have them meet us closer to the ship? Maybe we can invite them to lunch or whatever.
I think we should definitely try.
Or you want to try to get them to meet you at a different location, somewhere
Yeah.
closer by?
Yeah, as
Yeah,
in like,
due to the issues that are going on, perhaps we could offer some sort of catered meal on the ship for the meeting.
All right, sure. Yeah, I'll come to the ship.
Is there anything particular you would like to eat?
A nice burger.
Fair enough. 14 will make the arrangements.
Okay, so yeah, he'll come out to your ship. Before he comes to your ship, there will be a general announcement made that due to the current strike conditions, Prospero's Dream is temporarily on lockdown. No ships may leave or enter port until this order is lifted by Yandy.
goddamn Yandy.
It's all right, Captain. I have an idea.
Citizens of Prospero's Dream are advised to use extreme caution as beyond the Teamster strikes, which have become violent in certain locations. You can see there is some rioting going on. There is also an extreme threat from choke terrorists. And again, of course, Yandy refuses to negotiate. He's not interested in excusing the O2 debt of all the. How many people did we say were in the choke? Yeah, 3 million people. It's not
Millions,
gonna
yeah,
happen.
millions.
Yeah, not gonna happen.
In the meantime, Captain, 14 is going to provide the folder with all the information that he's gathered, all the little tidbits and what we did here and investigated here, the efforts put forth to try to find actual efforts try to go out and find all this data, and this is what we were able to come up with so far. And let's, after we collect our money from the pirates, perhaps we just offer it to Yandy as a ticket off the station. This is all we've got. Maybe you can use this as some sort of,
You could say that
band-aid for the wound.
this is all we've got so far.
Yeah, this is all we got. But
Going
something's
to
better than nothing, and
continue.
maybe that's the way we can get off the station.
But we'll have to continue our efforts off the station. Yeah.
Sure, yeah, of course.
Permission to speak freely, Captain. I have some experience dealing with insurrectionists. Perhaps we can offer our services to go into this choke and root out this Imogene Kane. He says while he aggressively chews his titanium toothpick. We can pick up some of these meatbag mercenaries that don't want to be doing docking work, and we can lead a team into the choke and maybe offer our services so we can get off this rock.
Now, I think we should be very careful about wading into this particular political quagmire. It would, to my simple estimation, I don't know, 14, if you have access to your predecessor's memories, but based on our dealings with the people of this station, I would not be surprised to find out that this insurrection in the choke is connected to powerful players here. And if we assisted in the dissolution of it, harm might come our way.
That and Yandi is loaded to the gills with skilled mercenaries, and if they haven't gone in and dealt with it, unless you have a death wish, I wouldn't risk it.
Yeah, the mercenaries.
You're looking at going into a hornet's nest to seek one hornet.
Unless it's 10 mercenaries like Dr. Velke here.
Of course.
I keep telling you, I do not know how to fire that thing. I close my eyes. I get the gun really close to my body, and then I start pulling the trigger.
14 will prepare the meal.
Okay. Yeah, the representative will come, check the bodies, scan them, confirm that they're not fake and that they match up. Probably some kind of DNA checks or something. And 26 million credits will be transferred to the account of your choice.
Very nice.
Ship's account, I take for the moment.
All right.
Yeah, so we have to pay off that fine.
Yep.
Maybe we could include that in the file that we sent to Yandy and maybe try and.
What file did you send to Yandy?
Yanni's got nothing to do with it.
Yeah, maybe.
Yandy's the leader of the Novos, the Golia Novial Bratva here on the station.
Who are we
to
trying to get? Who are we trying to get the information for?
You mean the location of the base?
Yeah.
Readmar.
What's that for? So this is now.
Okay, yeah.
This is on the run, Readmar. Okay.
Yeah, Readmar currently has a warrant out for his arrest.
But that's all right, because that's Captain. I would suggest that we get in touch with Yandy specifically, whoever Yandy's agent is. Let him know that we do have some small tidbits that we gathered while searching for this data, and while we were assigned it by Readmar, we owe no loyalties to Readmar, and we wanted to offer up what we found.
So far.
Correct.
Yep, let's do that. File the document and
it's basically that we had let's just say Blackheart, and we could embellish and say that Blackheart had told us information, and that was the fact that he didn't know, and it was some secret thing, and even he didn't have any idea where it was. And
Yeah. Before he died tragically.
right, tragically. And then the bit about the door and such like that, and any other little tidbits that we looked up that didn't pan out, as any door opened and closed is still worthwhile.
Yeah, look, you don't have to look here. We've all checked it.
So you're sending that on offer to Yandy?
Yeah. Yeah, we have some information. These are. I mean, we're going to go on faith that she might let us go. Yes. We're not going to try and withhold it first and see if she'll.
Okay, so you send that message, yes? And you're all still on the
Yeah.
ship? Nobody's leaving the ship?
Who?
No.
Okay.
No.
14 locked the doors with the secret code.
Okay.
More than happy to accompany anybody who would like to leave the ship as protection.
You're a dangerous man.
Um,
I was trained for war.
Captain
Sitting around,
Albright,
standing around, it
Mm.
you're
bores
getting a
me.
ping for a private communication. Your eyes only type communication.
Okay.
You do have, I believe, there's a captain's quarters, right, on the ship, if I
Yeah.
recall correctly.
Correct,
Okay.
near the bridge.
And take it in your quarters.
Yes, I'll make my excuses. Go in, I guess.
It's from Yandy.
14 is going to observe over the cameras.
Okay, there's Yandy. The Vor of the Golyanova Ilbratva. It's Captain Albright. I understand you wish to depart Prospero's dream.
Yes, I think our services might be best used elsewhere.
I see you're the captain of the Zero Credibility.
I am.
She's had a tough run lately, hasn't she? You're at least the
Yep.
third captain this year.
Yep, she has. Well, I mean, she hasn't, but yeah, the captains have.
Well, I think your ship could prove very useful to me in the current situation. It's only a
Okay.
matter of time. We're getting more and more scabs that are going to continue working through this strike. I think as the days proceed, you'll see things returning to a state of somewhat normalcy. Of course, we'll need new captains to deal with the Psychorax distribution since the Teamsters are in revolt. We also have the current security situation and concerns dealing with the rebellion and the choke. These are two extreme security concerns, you understand, for someone in my situation. Perhaps if you
Okay.
were to help me out with some of these concerns, I could find you some gainful employment, perhaps. Uh, I do need to form a new Psychorex distribution fleet. I'm going to be in need of able captains with able crews. The reputation
So,
of your ship precedes you, of course, Captain. I know that the Zero Credibility is perfectly capable.
yeah, the ship is. Your proposal is that we help you with your psychorax distribution, or what? Put down the rebellion.
Well, before we can return to distributing the Psychorex, I have a couple of security concerns that would need to be taken care of first. Uh, Perhaps you can assist with both of them. I don't know. I'm not familiar with your crew. This is the first time I believe we've ever spoken. I apologize if we've met before and I've forgotten.
No, this is the first time that we met.
Well, before we can get back to a state of normalcy here on Prospero's dream, I need the immediate threat posed by Reedmar, the what's the word I'm looking for here? The outlaw who's behind this Teamster rebellion. I need his ship disabled, destroyed preferably, and I need it to look like an accident. That would take care of one of my issues. The other issue is this Imogene Kane down in the choke. I want her arrested and brought to the courts for trial. I've got the Tempest Company working on these, of course, but to be quite honest, the Tempest Company is working overtime right now. Crime on the station is at an all-time high, I suppose, at least in my tenure here. Do you think you'd be able to assist with any of these issues?
I think we could definitely consider assisting. I need to speak with some of the rest of my.
Very well. I suggest you don't
I
leave
mean,
me
we're not.
waiting too long for your reply. I understand
Yeah,
that there is a legal representative from Alcor Mining Company awaiting you in the courts.
is that something that you could help if we decided to?
I run the station. I can help with anything.
That's good to know. Be back in touch soon.
Very well. And she'll disconnect.
Okay. So I'll go back onto the bridge and just ask 14 if he heard all of that.
Of course, Captain.
Actually, 14, give me a hacking roll.
47.
Okay, then yes.
Okay. So I guess who's on the bridge?
I don't know. Maybe everybody, or is everybody in
Brew.
the galley? I don't know.
I'm there.
Yeah, I'll be there.
Yeah, well, should we just
Everybody can be on
call
the bridge.
everyone there anyway and fill them in on the call from Yandy and what she's proposing. I mean, the Psychorex distribution could be quite lucrative. There's quite a lot of stuff to take care of before that could happen. I know you, Lieutenant LaRue, would love to assist with the Imogen Kane arrest.
Of course. Just need to hire some mercenaries, hopefully better trained ones. Give me 20 men. Or 30. I can go floor by floor, level by level, sweep, take out any insurrectionists we see, and try not to kill this Imogene Kane and bring her back.
Yeah, she did say that she wants arrested, and I guess for a public spectacle of a court trial. As to the Reedmar part, we've had dealings with.
I'd like to take a stab at that myself.
Okay, go for it.
You disable his ship.
Right. I believe they said destroy the ship, right?
Yes.
Well, preferably destroy it.
What did I say the ship's name was? I did name it, didn't I? Here we go. It's called the Conquer All. Maybe I didn't name it. Yep, the Conquer All is Reed Mar's ship.
Is that docked at the moment?
It is, yes, it is currently docked at the station. Like yours, it is moored to the station because it's too big to actually fit inside the docking bay. It is a, let me see here if I can get a class for you. That would not be. Well, yeah, I guess that'd be appropriate. Let me double check. Cryo chambers. Yeah, it's essentially a troop ship. Oh no, that's too big, isn't it?
That's what she said.
Could be. Could be a. Yeah, it's a gunship essentially. So kind of size-wise, it's bigger than most freighters, but it's not a battleship or anything of that sort. But it does have multiple weapons on it. It's currently looking for gunnery crew. Yeah, it's a big ship. A lot of people aboard. Okay.
And of course,
So
the main thing.
14 says he thinks he can take care of the Conqueror All. Lieutenant Colonel LaRue says with the right mercenaries, he can go and take care of the Imogen Kane situation.
So I say we try and help Yandy out. She says she'll take care of their Alcor legal
14
problem.
had a list of all the available mercenaries from before, and we actually cherry picked those. So he still has the list to compare to what's available today.
Okay, you want to look up on the mercenaries list, see what's available?
Sure.
No one is available. Everyone is currently contracted and employed by Tempest Company Mercenary Company due to the emergency situation aboard the station. They have security people hired everywhere.
Colonel LaRue, I have good news and bad news. Which do you want first?
Give me the good news.
The bad
No.
news first? Good choice.
Yeah,
The bad news is that there are no mercenaries available for hire. They're already all occupied.
yeah. What's the good news?
The good news is you'll be able to go in there and do it by yourself and claim all the glory.
Not necessarily all by himself. Maybe get some help from his fellow crew members.
Well, we can always do probably wiser actually if there's 3 million people down there to see if we can sneak in. I've had some experience doing stuff like that as well. So
Before you go in there, I would recommend you load up for bear with oxygen. The little oxygen tanks are like gold down there. And
They
I
are.
would give them away as quick as possible. And we have a point of contact. So
just gonna ask.
we'll try to get in touch with our scout, our guide before.
Oh, okay.
And if we can get in touch with him and get you in front of him, he seemed the honorable sort. And I would not tell him your mission, but load him up with oxygen and then see where it goes.
It gives us some things to think about anyway for our next session.
Very good.
Because I think we'll wrap this one up there. Everybody can have 7 experience points.
Woohoo!
All right.
Yippee!
13 goes up.
So does Chief Porter, I believe.
Yes.
Is it 13 or 14?
14 goes up to level 5.
Excellent. Very good. I'll stop the recording there then.